Hi everyone, my name is Stuart Coulthard. I'm a director at Rubiix Business Accountants, and I'm joined today with Eliza Smith, a manager at Rubiix. Say hello, Eliza.
Thanks, Stuart. Good morning, everyone. It's great to present again and see you all.
Yes.
And happy Friday.
Yes, happy Friday. If you're watching this on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, happy day to that as well. But what we've got on the screen today is, I'm sure you are all aware of the awesome business accounting services that we provide to our business clients, where we help increase profit, reduce tax, increase wealth, give back time, as well as big peace of mind to our clients. We also provide awesome Rubiix wealth advice, where we realize immediate and long-term financial goals and establish their wealth and super plans for the future. But today, this video is all about a new service that we're providing. It's called Rubiix Business Advisory, and we're super excited by this. Rubiix Business Advisory is the final piece in the Rubiix puzzle. Since our inception of Rubiix, we have been really passionate about success for our clients. Our mission has always been to be more than just the numbers. Our vision has always been grander than helping our clients with tax returns and business compliance. This vision drives us with our complete holistic services for our clients. We're passionate, and we believe that Rubiix Business Advisory, we can deliver the final piece of the puzzle. This latest offering from Rubiix will fit in seamlessly with our various accounting and wealth services, where it'll help business and personal financial well-being. We are ready to help with our businesses and help them grow. Why have we put this in place? Well, I guess for a lot of businesses, especially in Victoria, it has been a tough time. We're a business as well, and we were presented with our own challenges, but our biggest challenge was faced with those of our clients. We found during the COVID pandemic, it reinforced the fact that we are a sounding board for our clients. We have helped analyze and navigate everything to do with cash flow, staffing, risk, and getting all the government grants. And we actually helped our clients grow with these types of proactive services. Now we want to be able to offer these clients the same level of care on an ongoing proactive basis. That's where Rubiix Advisory comes in. Whilst we've always been ready and willing and listened to and provide business advice on a very ad hoc basis, the creation of this new stream of services provides greater structure, deeper analytical skills, and more thorough advice with better outcomes. Eliza, I'll hand over to you.
Thanks, Stuart. So these are probably the three main points that we've been hearing lately, the past 2 years, and especially, I guess, also in our time as accountants from our clients. And we thought these were probably the three main points that drove us to create Business Advisory and to help you and your business grow. So the first one is, are you starting to feel uncertain about your business and cash flow? At the moment, cash flow is such a hard thing to measure and keep track of, especially with, businesses just now opening up. So Business Advisory helps with that, and we can plan for those uncertain times. You don't understand your business numbers. You are your business. Whatever business you're in, that's what you are. Your numbers is what we look after. It's our job is to make you understand them, and to understand them to show you how they drive your business. And do you feel like you're spending more time focusing on the now and not the future? Have you got a plan? What's your plan for the next 3 years? COVID stopped a lot of plans, so given that. But now that we are opening up, that we can plan for the next 5-10 years for you, and you can focus on growing that and achieving those goals, whereas you're not just focusing on the next month. What are the benefits? So as Stuart mentioned before, we already have our Rubiix compliance and taxation, and we have Rubiix wealth. Now you have Rubiix Advisory, and it's all under one roof. We already are so over and understand your numbers. We know your business, we know you, and we know what drives you. So Business Advisory is just that final piece of the puzzle to help you grow. You have access to 50 plus years of business ownership and management experience. So Stuart, Mark, Double Jack, and myself totals at 50 plus years. It's not just one person. So, and as Stuart mentioned, Mark and Stuart own the business. So they understand the pros and cons of owning a business and what that brings to you. a thorough assessment of your business. So it's not just your once a year. And even though we're not just a once a year with your compliance, we are there monthly, quarterly, weekly, as long as you need us. So, and we know your business and we know your numbers. So we're here to make those numbers better. We're experts in this business. It's what we do. It's our bread and butter. It's Stuart and I's passion. So we can help you build that business plan, put the strategy in place, and watch you achieve all these goals. Ongoing meetings. So yes, you will see us a lot. We're hoping that for most people it'll be in person, but we can do it virtually. And this ensures that the progress is happening. And it also keeps you and us accountable to make sure that we are doing what we said we were doing, but also that your business is achieving what it's supposed to do. And then finally, one of the most important things is that we look at the most important matters in your business and we focus on those parts, what makes your business grow, what we need to achieve, and whether it's sales, assets, whatever part of the business, we will make sure that we focus on that and we achieve what we need to. Stuart, do you want to go into our services?
Yeah, so as we've mentioned a few times, we love a bit of structure at Rubiix. This graph puts in pictures the actual steps that we follow with Rubiix Business Advisory. The first step is obviously we're working out where you are as a business right now. Where this often covers how you feel about your business, the sticking points, the good things, the bad things, the vision and the mission. Once we sort of establish that, we then move across to where you actually want to go. What are your goals? What do you want to work on? We go into a little bit more detail, we dive a little bit more, and we've got some fantastic tools that actually help us with that. That's really online products that actually can sort of ask the tough questions that you haven't really thought about. And also it's able to give us actually priorities on what you want to work on with your business. It's a great step. The third step is working out what the gaps are. You are here at the moment, you're here, you want to be here. What is the gaps and how are we actually going to do that? We develop an implementation plan from there. And from that step, the fourth step is some ongoing packages we've got going on as well. The points of the package that we have in place is, first of all, having access to expert business advisories like myself, Eliza, and Mark, to plan and strategize moving your business forward. Regular meetings, as Eliza sort of touched on, to keep you accountable, keep us accountable, as well as provide awesome reporting where you actually delve a little bit more into your financial reporting so you know what levers to pull and what not to pull to actually get your business going. Next slide, please. But as I mentioned, often the first step that we actually step through for clients in the initial phase is actually working out where they are. We first of all focus on what is your business model? Whether is it a job, is it a business or an investment? What role do you have in your business? Where are you now? What do you want to be? What are you focusing a lot on your business? Are you focusing on production, the quality and the processes, or working on the vision? What is your role now and what do you want to be in the future? And also cash flow. Are you 100% active? Are you the driver of your cash flow, or are you assisted? Do you have staff, or is it very much a passive? And so this is often the first review that we step through with our clients, just to initially easily work out where they want to be, or where they are now and where they want to be in the future. The next slide, please. This slide here focuses on the type of services that we can provide with Rubiix Business Advisory. And often, what I often say to clients is it really depends on where the client is in their business journey, and also what they actually want out of Rubiix Business Advisory. It doesn't have to be all of these services here, but it also shows that it goes hand in hand with our Rubiix Business Accounting, as well as our Rubiix Wealth Advice, that 360 circle. The business accounting side very much helps us out with the numbers, and then putting some strategy and implementation out is really what the business advisory is. So this slide's really a great slide that shows what we can do. The next slide as well, again, the services that can be provided is really up to the client, and also up to us in terms of the priorities for the client. They can focus on business forecasting, business planning, asset protection. You know, you've worked really hard to make all this money. Is it going to be protected? Succession planning and estate planning. Where do you want your money to go? What is your transition plan? Profit improvement, always a good one. You want more profit to pay for that, I don't know, surfboard that you want to buy, I don't know. And the regular advisory meetings, that's the real ticket there. Keeping you accountable, in touch with us, being a sounding board so you can make better business decisions. But the next slide that I've got here, this actually delves in a little bit further on the typical tasks that we step through with our clients that really focuses on protecting your business, making sure that the numbers are actually right so you can make that focus and make those decisions, help you grow, help your business grow, progress you further, and also take back control of your business. So again, this slide steps through the type of tasks that we typically go through with Rubiix Business Advisory. Next slide, Eliza.
Thank you. So as we said, we're actually been doing advisory work for a number of years for our clients, and we've just got a couple of examples so you can look at the services that we do offer and what we provide and what we've actually achieved so far. So the first one is a financial planning firm who've been a client of ours for nearly 10 years. Since working with us, we started with them in April this year, and they know their cash flow for 2 months in advance, and also we've planned for the year. So when they first came on board, they were unfortunately struck with COVID, and they were looking at a week by week progress with their cash flow, and it just wasn't helping their business. So now we've planned for them 2 months in advance, as well as their yearly. We meet with them every month, and we ensure that the owners are able to take the right amount of profit. So we're hitting the levels that we need to hit. And we've got clear reports that they understand. So one of the best things about advisory is that we can actually tailor make your reports so that you understand. It can be as simple as a Excel spreadsheet with some numbers, or it can be some graphs, or it can be fancy benchmarking reports. But we know your business and we know the reporting that you want. So as Stuart said in one of the first stages, we listen to you and we understand, and we make sure that we prepare the reports and our monthly meetings in a way that you can understand and make it easy to follow.
You could say that now they've got a bit more control of their business.
Absolutely they do. So the next one is a software development company. They have had a very big year in obtaining a large international contract, but with lump sum payments. So the payments aren't every month. They're actually 6 months, 9 months, and they're based on what the international company, when they want to pay them. So that was very hard for them to plan their cash flow. And they have staff. So they have wages, payroll, tax, and super obligations that they need to pay every month. So we've ensured that we have a cash flow for them all year round to cover their operating expenses, but also that the owners are able to take their lump sum profits as well. So we have a time, it's all timed, it's in place. Our reports have to factor in things like foreign exchanges, inflation, and what are the changes on a month-by-month basis. So we meet with them monthly, we go through all their contracts, all their upcoming expenses, and it's able to be flexible. So in the accounting term, we call it flexing their budget, but we can make sure that it's up to date and we're taking into account any circumstances. This is probably one of our newer ones that we are working on, but this is something that Stuart and I have thoroughly enjoyed working on. It's a family law firm, and their plan was to have 3 additional staff by the end of the financial year, as well as the owner taking more a business development role and stepping back from doing the day-to-day work. We have put a plan in place along with their business advisory team. So this is important. We have a board of advice with them that we meet with monthly. So it's ourselves, their business coach, and their financial planner. We have done the forecasting to ensure that they can have these are 3 additional staff by June, if not earlier, and for the owner to focus on her business development rather than just the day-to-day running of the business. It's also, we've got strategies in place to help the owner maximize the value of their business. So they're thinking about potentially selling their business in 5 to 10 years. This is the best time for us to get in there, put in the strategies and help grow that value of the business. So when it comes time to sell, the value is what she wants and not what she believes it's worth. And Stuart, I'll hand this one to you.
Yes, this is a good success story as well during COVID. When this client came on as a client about 3 years ago, we had our concerns. They had poor cash flow, they had ATO debt issues, and he really wasn't sure about how to run a business. He didn't really understand his numbers. He didn't know what he was doing. And I guess he was feeling a little bit alone. He didn't know who to ask questions. He was getting a lot of advice from people who he just didn't trust. So he came on as a client with Rubiix, and he's really turned his business around. Especially during COVID, he was able to actually massively boost his business turnover through online sales. So he's a food retailer. We have regular meetings with him, and we very much act as a sounding board. We make decisions based on the numbers. So we review his financial statements, analyse their profit and loss and balance sheet, which he hadn't actually paid attention to. So we can actually forecast in the future, is this a good decision to make that asset purchase, to cut that cost there, to increase that cost there. So he's bouncing ideas off us, and he really trusts that and really values that. He often says to him now he feels like he's got a lot more control in his business. We spend a lot of time in focusing him on understanding his numbers, so understanding the balance sheet and profit and loss. So he really gets to know his numbers. He really understands how his business is performing. Now he's actually preparing his own cash flow forecast, so he actually can plan with his cash coming into the business. And that's really, really where we want our clients to go to improve their business skills. So as I mentioned, we have prepared profit and loss and cash flow forecasts for him, so we can allow him to sort of focus, or with us, develop his strategic goals. So he's got no surprises. He's got some really big plans where he wants to go. So he wants to expand. We're developing strategies, and he's actually wanting to maximize his wealth while the going's good. So we're putting some plans in there as well. So it's not just tax return stuff that we're doing with these clients that Eliza and myself have mentioned. It really is business advice. Next slide, please. But so if you like a lot of the information that we've run through today, if you want to dip your toe in it, we do have a free risk and value driver assessment, or a conversation around the business life cycle, which reviews where your business is and start the conversation, gets you actually thinking about your business rather than working in the business all the time. You hear that a lot. So if you do want to receive one of these risk and value driver assessments to understand what you should be focusing on to improve your business, or a conversation around the business lifecycle review, please contact myself, Eliza, or reception. It is free, so please contact us. And that is it.
Thank you. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, bye.